You got it in my boot!
Very interesting way of carrying your seed to cast, Mrs. Flannel.
I lost my basket.
Okay. Whew. We haven't even started yet, and I'm already tired. Today we are working on our rotational grazing, and we are going to cut down the current pasture to our lowest setting and then seed with a winter wheat. And we hope not to harvest the winter wheat, but to allow our cattle to graze on it once it gets up nice and big. That was the plan. Let me tell you what I've already done this morning before I could even get to what we planned on doing today. We had to feed and water the pigs, the piglets, the cows. The fence was shorted out somewhere, so we had to find that and fix it. There was 2 places it was connecting something it shouldn't have. The pole bumper fell off the golf cart. We fixed that. And our old trusty 1953 Ford Jubilee that we affectionately call Lucy had sprung a fuel leak in a fuel line that I was able to patch back together. So now, ladies and gentlemen, oh, and we're sitting like this because the wind is egregious right now. We've got to knock down this pasture so that we can hand cast our winter wheat. If we had a seed drill or something along those lines, we wouldn't have to do this. And typically what commercial farmers will do is they will spray something that kills this, seed drill underneath it, and then have that come up. But we don't want to kill our warm season grasses. We just want our other grasses to grow in between. We'll see what happens. It's all a big experiment. My name is Brian, and I'm glad you're here. Let's do it. This is the time of year that you want to plant your grasses. Even if you're planting a perennial rye or something like that, this is actually the time to do it because it is still warm enough in the soil for it to grow, not so hot that it will roast it. It's also a good time to plant your winter cover crop, and whether you are using the cover crop for grazing like we are, or you're using it just to help return nutrients to the soil, if you're doing a broadcast grass or something like that, this is the time to do it, this time of year. And last year we missed it due to heart surgery, and this year we are right on top of it. So it rained a couple days ago. The ground is nice and moist and soft. We've got about 3 days of sunshine, and then we've got some rain expected. So we've got this brief window. So we're going to knock down these 2 pastures and start hand casting seed. All right, done. Time to get some seed. It is so beautiful out today. It is such a privilege to live here. Look at this. It's just a gorgeous day. Don't give up on your dreams, guys. Sometimes they come true. All right, so when casting seed, it's easier to do it with the wind at your back because it will carry the seed for you. So actually, this breezy day is good for us. We have 150 pounds of beardless wheat, which is a winter wheat, and I believe it's 50 pounds per acre. We have roughly 2 acres, so we have 150 pounds because when it says 50 pounds an acre, basically what they're saying is that's if you use a seed drill and make everything perfect. Since we're throwing it by hand on not tilled ground, we're not using a seed drill, we are going to overseed like crazy. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I brought the lovely Mrs. Flannel, so she can seed with me. Very interesting way of carrying your seed to cast, Mrs. Flannel.
I lost my basket.
The wind today has been insane, so we've snuck over here into a little grove area so that we can wrap this up. Why are we going through all the effort of hand casting 3 bags of oats that we're not going to let turn into oats, as in we're not gonna let it mature and harvest it. Hay is anywhere between $30 and $80 a bale in our area, depending on if it's cow hay or horse hay. You can produce between 3 and 12 round bales per acre. That's 2 acres. So if everything was absolutely perfect, that would be 24 round bales. And if things were trash, that would be about 6. And my cows go through a round bale in about 4 days. So our hope is that by spreading this winter wheat, we can get a month and a half on this side of winter worth of grazing and maybe a month and a half on the other side. Because the beautiful thing about this wheat is it will grow now, and if they knock it all the way down and then we provide them hay for the winter, the few maybe 30 to 60 days worth of winter, those oats will start to grow again early March, mid-March, something like that. And they will keep going until it gets too hot, and by then the warm season grasses have taken over. So our hope is that not only are we keeping the ground in place, giving them something to munch on, but we will actually save some money also by not having to buy quite so many bales of hay. We have hand cast oats in this field before with great success. If you go back and watch Plowing and Diskin with a 53 Jubilee, that was 2 years ago. We didn't plant anything last year because of heart surgery, and this year heart surgery was early enough that we were able to get out here and get it done. So the experiment part of this whole deal is how well will it grow with an established pasture already there. Because last time we plowed everything under and disked it and then cast it, and that worked great. But I don't want to kill what's here. I like my warm season grasses, so we're trying to have them come back and forth. We'll see. Thanks for joining me today here at Flannel Farms. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turn your alerts on so you know when we're doing more things. Keep growing as you grow. We'll see you next time. Bye.